Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You know what happens when things, one thing breaks down, everything it's connected to does too. So I don't have the graphic for today's video up, but I do have a topic in mind as far as planting seeds and nurturing and plants and harvesting fruit. And I got to go find Bo because I need someone to complain to. Where is he? Hi.
We're here to complain. Here we go.
Oh, I'm just kidding. There's nothing to complain about, man. It all happens. It's just part of the deal. But I had to do a thing where I refreshed my browser. So to log into StreamYard, I got that set up. And you got to do it X amount of time before the actual live time.
Yeah.
So I was ramping up trying to get that to go. And then I go to send the message to you in Messenger. And it says that my Facebook password needs to be redone and all that stuff. So being smart like I am, I emailed it to myself, got on my phone, did it through mobile, and messaged it to you.
Look at you. You know what? If there's a guy that knows how to pivot, it is MagicBrad.
Man.
The guy can pivot.
And what time is it? It's 9:02. So
9:02, we're doing okay, buddy. Nothing lost.
That works. And I don't have a little graphic to stick up there, but
yeah. What are we going to talk about today? What do you have in mind besides complaining?
Well, I'm doing a lot in this magic world, and I think I mentioned the gardening thing that I'm the gardening niche that I'm working on. Did I mention that?
Yes, you did. Okay. Yeah, last time or two times ago. Yeah.
So it's just intriguing to me, the concept of planting a seed, and that little seed turns into, like a watermelon. A little watermelon seed turns into a plant. And it does multiple watermelons. Granted, they got the seedless watermelons now.
Right.
They had seeds. That's fascinating.
It is fascinating. And
yeah,
it's funny that you're bringing that up, right? Because today I just left my networking group, right? The networking referral group, right? Experience the NRG. That's our play on words. And our quote of the day at the end was talked about how somebody's enjoying shade because someone planted a tree many years ago, right? That whole concept, right? Yeah, plant seeds.
It had a ripple effect, too.
Yeah, it has a major ripple effect. Yeah. Okay.
So, talking about our product that we promote with MailBoxPower and such, something as simple as sending someone a greeting card or, hey, I haven't talked to you for a while kind of thing, or even a gift, it can have an incredible impact on the back end. Costs 40 cents to send a postcard. Send something personal. Yeah, amazing effect on the back end.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think last week we talked about this. So I'm seeing a chiropractor right now, and it's a new experience, right? Getting to know each other and this and that, and sent him a follow-up package. In the design store of the system we use, there's something that was created by somebody much smarter than I. That it's a mug and it says, don't mess with me. I crack necks for a living or something like that. And I sent him a mug and put his logo on the mug. And then, let's see, laughter doesn't create happiness, or I don't know. It's all about brownies, and then a couple brownies and all that stuff. And the guy was just blown away, right? This is amazing. Here's the key thing. I love the fact that I have access to a system, because access is everything. But I have access to a system that allows me to act on my promptings for the one-off scenario to say thank you, but that it also gives me access to send or add somebody to an automation and have something go out to them. So I've received 2 different messages this week from people that have received a birthday package from me, one of them being a half birthday. They were blown away. Nobody celebrates a half birthday, right? That was an automated thing. They got added to that 6 months, a year ago, and it's just amazing. So the access is key, and being able to do that, you're right. And it plants seeds, and you never know where that's going to take you.
It goes the other way, too, when you leverage this technology to do things. Because if you did this without technology, with no technology, and you want to send somebody some brownies, that means you need to go out to the farm and get some wheat. Or you got to do a flour, and you got to mill it up. Make the brownies and some cacao to make the cocoa for the brownies. You bake them all up. It's going to take a long time to do that. And then you got to package them up. Then you got to bring them to the post office. You got to get the guy's address. You got to put on the postage. there's a lot of work that goes in that without the technology. But if you have the technology, it's as simple as putting the guy's address in.
It is. You know what? I'm going to give a plug. I'm
Do it.
drinking out of a mug today. I'm going to bring it in. Look how slow that is. We can go slow motion. This is awful. Rethink marketing, right? We have to rethink the way we market. And I'm going to give a plug to my group, Vivid Image. Okay, VIMM.com. That's my buddies, Steve and Beth Gosser own that company, and marketing company, and they're local here and they do great work. And I have a mug, and that is one of the things that they're really big on is rethinking the type of marketing you're doing. And Mailbox Power fits right in there, right? Great way to say thank you, great way to stay top of mind, great way to stand out from your competition. There's just so many different benefits to it. So
speaking of shout outs and methods of marketing, we've got our agency group. I want to shout them out for sure, because that's an old school method of marketing, of networking. If you want to know more about it, you can go to joinagc.com. That's our friend, CEO, founder, and
overall guru.
That's right. Travis Sims put that all together, and it's a very unique method. So
it really is. I was online last night. They had a speaker 5 o'clock last night, I think it was Central Time. And so, these are all recorded. You can access them on a Vimeo channel. I think you can access them on YouTube and different places, but joinagency.com will take you where you need to go. And so the speaker last night, I'm just going to leave it out there. It's worth watching. She was great. And I didn't catch for the first 2 minutes and then jumped on. So there are recorded podcasts. There are recorded speakers. We're soon to be back live in person. You leave inspired, you leave, right? Because the speakers are always great. You leave generally with some new connections or some strengthened connections and relationships. It's all great. That's how we came together.
Well, it's interesting how, like you'd mentioned, that company that does the digital marketing, thinking of different ways. Yeah. I'm going through that some right now, because your traditional person says, okay, you're going to do organic and hope that someone finds you, or social media, which seems to be very noisy and crowded. Or you're going to pay to be advertising, but it's getting to be more expensive because some of the big boys are having to do that. So it costs more for you. So there's other cool ways of getting things done. Like if you're, say, for example, you're using Mailbox Power and you're looking for addresses, you could put an ad on Craigslist for $5 and reach a lot of people in your general area, saying it's it's National Real Estate Month, and I want to send a gift to any of you real estate people out there. Just fill out this little form. Yep. A little ad for $5 and boost it out to a radius of real estate people in your area. So getting creative like that with your mind, and not just doing that old traditional method, and figuring out, like we did with the QR codes, the idea of here's a cool thing. A friend of mine that's got a magic theater down in near Branson. It's in Springs. He's created a system where the waiters and waitresses and bartenders and hospitality staff wear a little badge with a QR code on it. Okay. And a little QR code says, ask me about the magical things to do in Eureka Springs. And all they have to do is scan it with their phone. Beep, it takes them right to a little sales page that says, the Intrigue Theater, come see the show. I love it. A very cool system for that. Yeah. And then QR. And it tracks it and then gives them the people wearing the button points. Okay. Yeah. So that's cool. Financial. So sort of like an affiliate program. Yeah. That's really smart. It's this QR code thing. You and I touch on it here and there, right? We still think there's incredible value, particularly today in this contactless society that we're trying to be in, or we've kind of moved into. Somebody was just talking this morning about one of the Super Bowl commercials that they watched, right? And one of them went really, I don't even know what the commercial was, but I know that a large QR code was about all it consisted of. And so, expected that people are going to know what to do. Didn't know what it was for. So you're scanning, not even knowing what the end result was going to be. And apparently this guy was telling me, he said it was all about crypto, right? Cryptocurrency and whatever the brand, whatever company was representing it. But it crashed their site. So many people went to their server because of that QR code. Now, had they had to sit there and type it in, it's not happening. So when you make it easy to connect, in their case, it made it hard because it crashed the server, but that's a whole other deal. Well, I told you there was a Chinese company that put up a QR code with drones in the sky. Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
You
Yeah.
just sit there and take a picture with your phone on the sky. That's a
Yeah.
lot of people seeing that.
But think about that creativity. So this is one thing we talk about is, kind of measuring what you're doing, right?
Mhm.
So postcards, you can canvas a neighborhood or a community, right? You can send a truckload of postcards. And you want to know how many of those might have actually been looked at, right? Well,
Mhm.
one way to do that is to have a QR code that you have the ability to check metrics on, right?
Right.
Using specific software, specific companies. So you can see how many people actually engaged in that card, right? All the way to the point. If you don't put something like that on there, you're at the mercy of them actually going to your website and creating a buy and you being able to get a report back about, well, where do they come from? Is there a code they have to use on the site? Anything you do to create a barrier to make people do business with you is a bad idea. Make it easy.
For anybody that doesn't understand some of this, I'm going to explain it a little bit because it can
Please
be,
do.
oh, well, you just scan a QR code and you get tracking. Well, there's more to it than that, and there's a bunch of little steps. So one of the ways is that those bit.ly links or also a Google URL shortener,
Yeah.
you can get that, and that does the tracking.
Yep.
So then you go into Canva, which is a graphics play thing, and you find your product. Say your product is your real estate agency or your insurance agency. And you create a QR code in Canva that goes to that link. And up at the top there, it shows a little, you'll see QR, and that's what you do. And you just put the URL in there, and it goes and creates a graphic.
Yep.
And now you take that URL for that graphic and then forward that bit.ly link or that Google link, the tracking link.
Yep.
And that way, every time someone scans it, you go on your little Google account and go, oh, look, I got 462 people scanned it.
You can see what the lift is. Like, all those companies that spent millions, at what, $5-7 million for a 30-second spot for Super Bowl, they need to know. They need to be able to measure, was that effective? Because it's a substantial amount of money. I saw an example in one of the electric cars that was promoted in there with a commercial. Their website had over a 900% increase in traffic moments after that commercial. That's a way to measure it, right? So there's a lot of different ways, but you do need to know, is it working? Beyond just the end. And it allows you to do test and learn. You can take them to one site that lands here and did it convert? Take them to another site. Did this convert, right?
Well,
so you can learn along the way. What's that?
A/B testing?
Yeah. I mean, it gives you that opportunity to do that and actually measure, right? So I don't know. It's effective. I'm working with this chiropractor, like I said. We're gonna put a plan together about how to connect in our community, but we want to be able to measure it, and that's the way to measure it.
Definitely, and in this plethora of people, you don't want to spend big bucks like some of these guys are doing with the Super Bowl, because there's probably a lot of people on there that really don't care about crypto that you're wasting because they might have scanned it out of curiosity. So with your chiropractor person, maybe they want to find a niche and they want to target, okay, this is going to be a campaign that's going to go out to the sports, the high school sports people.
Yep.
Or maybe a different group is going to go to people that were, don't pregnant women have back issues?
You would expect when all of a sudden carrying around that extra little human.
Yeah. So if you can do separate QR codes for the different mailings, that way you can see which one's responding. Because like I've said before, if you're selling hamburgers and hot dogs to vegans and vegetarians, it doesn't matter how many clicks you get.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You want to target the marketing, right?
You certainly do.
Okay. So what else are we going to wrap about today?
Well, we were talking about seeds and plants, and that's kind of led into the marketing kind of thing. But some of this stuff isn't about marketing. It's just about being nice.
Yeah, it is about being nice.
What is this?
There's somebody jumping on?
No.
Give and you shall receive. Was that our thing for today?
Wow. You know what? Okay, there's a delay in your voice. That's what it is. Because I clicked this and you started talking. You started saying give before I even saw it on my thing.
So you've got a leg on your side. I saw it fast.
I'm telling you.
Okay, yeah. Hey, so this is completely off topic.
Okay, let's do that. Let's wrap it up with completely off topic, and then we'll get to our guest that's made a comment. It's Tia. Do you know Tia?
Tia.
Do you know Tia?
I don't think so.
Well, you do now. Good morning.
Hi, Tia. Hello. Thanks for popping on. Good morning to you. Hey, so here's the thing. I was gonna say, yesterday I did a post, something that was kind of just weighing on me a little bit, right? And so this is not what we talk about, right? It's not political, but as a space that sells many different kinds and types of insurance. One insurance product that I do not sell is health insurance. But I wanted to do clarification on health insurance. Health insurance and health care are not interchangeable terms. For some reason, we've been conditioned to think that we can say that. For example, the Affordable Care Act, it had nothing to do with care. It had a whole lot to do with insurance, right? Should have been maybe the Affordable Insurance Act, which wasn't really affordable, but I understood the mentality behind it, right? But it wasn't about care. We don't call life insurance life care, auto insurance auto care. So I don't know why those things are used interchangeably, but it's just not accurate. I don't care what kind of marketing message happens. Those two should not be interchanged.
Well, this
Because
is
you can have health insurance.
But I've got a conspiracy theory of why those things are marketed that way.
All right. But I can have health insurance like I had last year. Regular old health insurance package policy, right? High deductible health plan. And I had the luxury of spending $28,000 before my health insurance was going to pay a nickel. That's not health care.
No, it's not.
It's not health care. No, what it is devastating. And so insurance in itself, right, in its simplest form, is a sharing of risk. And you pay a certain premium or dollar amount for a promise for a company to help pay for certain things. It's insurance. So why insurance is interchanged with care, I'll never know. But I just thought I'd go off on a little tangent here because the marketing is all about that. And it's not right. There's a lot better care actually that can be found without health insurance in some cases. Well, now, do I believe in insurance products as a whole? I do. I believe that to be able to prevent from being financially devastated, there's certain things that you should buy, right? I believe in life insurance. I believe in auto insurance. But if you look at, say, home insurance or auto insurance, you look at care, well, you have to do regular maintenance, right? You have to do regular maintenance. On your health, you have to do some regular maintenance. If your regular maintenance costs you a fortune to get access to a doctor, you have to wait for so long, and then you get overcharged for certain services because the model and the system and structure of that is broke. It's very different than generic auto insurance, property insurance, commercial insurance, life insurance. Those things do very specific things, right? They repair that. I want more than repair in health world. I want preventative care. So that's it. I'm off my box here. I'm done.
That's where some people don't like that group insurance kind of thing because they figure, okay, you're a big old fat person eating Big Macs and quarter pounders and donuts and all this stuff. Why should I be paying for your health insurance or your health care or whatever? Yeah. But the reality is there's certain things that are going to happen to everybody. Yeah. I mean, I've had one accident. I had two. I had someone run into the back of me while I was sitting at a stop sign.
Not good.
And I had another one where I was going too fast on the freeway and I bumped into someone else. Nothing urgent, but have you ever had a car accident?
I have.
Yeah. Everybody's going to have one. So it's probably a good idea for all of us to pool together and buy some auto insurance so it doesn't cost too much.
Yep. But here's the unique thing, right? In current way the health insurance is done. Let's start with auto, right? If I'm a riskier driver, I pay more.
Yeah.
If I'm a riskier homeowner due to all the attributes that go into rating, I pay more. Mm-hmm. So yes, I share the risk, but I'm paying a little bit more or a little bit less based on my circumstances, right?
Correct.
Health insurance has changed to the point where it doesn't matter if I'm riskier. It's basically if I'm male or female or if I smoke or not. That's it. Doesn't matter. And that can't happen. That we all share and pay the same amount of money, even though they're a completely different risk profile. I don't understand how that was ever thought to be a decent idea. But anyway,
maybe someday we should start another channel.
Well, there are solutions out there. And I'll plug this real quick. Direct primary care, which I was introduced to in the last 6 months, is one of the most brilliant things I've ever heard of. Direct primary care is nothing but a membership to a clinic so that you have access, which access is everything. So I want to be able to go see that doctor weekly. I can actually do it. If I want to talk on the phone, I don't have to wait for all the stuff. That is a brilliant concept, and it's going to make big change in that industry. That's a good thing. Now, one could argue, same premise applies. I'm paying a rate as a 45-year-old male that another 45-year-old male that has completely different health circumstances will be paying. Hey, Tia. Yeah, it's great. It's so good. I'm sold on this whole concept. My wife and my 3 daughters have one clinic they belong to for direct primary care. Then we have a backstop for that catastrophic loss with we use Zion, but it's a health share platform. So anyways, man, I can go on all day about this right now. I had a great conversation with a fellow by the name of Benjamin John with Empower Health. He's brilliant. He knows he's won. Dustin Speed, a fellow AGC guy, introduced us, and we've made changes because of it. And it's going to save me $20-some thousand this year. That's good. And I'm going to have better care.
Well, speaking of AGC, I'm giving another little graphic plug here.
Got it.
Joinagc.com.
I'll see you at the anniversary party. It's going to be quite.
That was my agreement with Travis. If we're going to do this on his channel and try and get some engagement going on there,
yeah,
put that bad boy up there so people
know. How can you not engage with Magic Brad?
What the heck? Well,
Tia is.
There we go. We're engaged.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So we went off tangent. Gratitude.
Okay. These are interesting topics, and they are kind of relevant. Everything's kind of tied in and relevant, but we've gone for 21 minutes, 22 minutes just now.
22. We did.
I will sign this off, put you in the green room. We can talk in private. I'll share some of my conspiracy theories with you.
Perfect. Be thankful, right? I'm thankful. Have a great day.
Oh, man. Weekly, we get to talk with Mr. Bo Young. For those that don't know, Bo Young is also using MailBoxPower, the same program that I'm using, and he is a wonderful insurance guy. That's what we talked a little bit about insurance. He has some knowledge. I don't know much about insurance other than it's good to hedge your bets. So that's it. Peace, love, and happiness. Magic Brad signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good. Be kind. Monetize peace. See ya later. Bye.